back to English Class Collective. In our recent discussions, we've been talking about healthy eating. And it made me realize that it's more than just diets.
Right.
It's like this whole cultural thing, like different cultures approach food and well-being in such fascinating ways.
It's true. There's so much we can learn from different cultures.
Like in our English Class Collective chats, there were some things that really stuck with me.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, for example, did you know that in some cultures, they use their hand as a portion guide?
Oh, wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that is.
And then there's the Spanish siesta tradition after lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that actually helps with digestion.
It could.
And Asian cuisine is amazing, the way they combine food groups so naturally.
It's all connected, isn't it? Food, culture, health.
It really is. So today we're going on a deep dive into healthy eating across cultures.
Sounds fascinating.
We're going to pull out all those insightful nuggets from our English Class Collective discussions, and we'll weave them in to practical tips and helpful vocabulary.
It sounds good.
And of course, we'll share those fascinating cultural insights that we all love.
We often get so caught up in the latest fads that we forget about the fundamentals.
Exactly. It's like we're rediscovering these time-tested traditions.
Right.
So let's start with the fundamentals.
Okay.
The first thing that really stood out to me was that healthy eating isn't about surviving on salads.
Yeah, you don't have to deprive yourself.
Exactly. It's about balance and making smart choices.
Absolutely. And speaking of smart choices, remember that simple trick for filling your plate.
Oh, yeah. The one with the visuals.
Mm.
I love that one because I'm a visual learner.
So half your plate with veggies,
Right.
a quarter with protein, like chicken or beans.
And a quarter with whole grains.
Exactly. It's a great starting point and a visual reminder about portion control.
And it makes it so easy to remember.
And speaking of portion control, do you remember the hand trick?
The hand trick. Oh, yeah.
Your palm for protein, your fist for veggies.
It's such a clever way to visualize portions.
It is.
They also talked a lot about meal prepping, and at first I was like, that sounds boring.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But they made some really good points about how it can save you time.
Definitely. And it helps you make healthy choices even when you're busy.
So it's like setting yourself up for success.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be boring.
Oh, really?
Think of it as a chance to get creative. You can prepare things like brown rice, grilled chicken, and a rainbow of veggies ahead of time.
Okay.
And then mix and match them throughout the week.
That's a good idea.
And to combat the boredom factor, they suggested experimenting with different sauces.
Oh, that's smart.
Or keeping healthy snacks like fruits and nuts on hand.
Okay, that actually sounds manageable.
It is.
They also stressed how crucial snacks are.
Oh, yeah, because if you let yourself get too hungry...
You're more likely to make bad choices.
Exactly. A banana or a handful of almonds can be a game changer.
That's so true. And we can't forget about hydration.
Right. Sometimes we even mistake thirst for hunger.
That happens to me all the time.
Keeping a reusable water bottle close by is a great way to stay hydrated.
I need to do that. So we've been talking about making healthy choices,
Yeah.
but sometimes I get overwhelmed by all the nutrition jargon.
Like what?
Like, what exactly are whole grains again?
Ah, good question. Whole grains are grains that contain all parts of the seed.
Okay.
The bran, the germ, and the endosperm.
The endosperm, what's that?
It's the inside part of the grain.
Oh,
So think brown rice, quinoa, oatmeal. Those are all whole grains.
okay, got it. And what about a balanced diet? I hear that phrase all the time.
Right. It's a common one.
What does it actually mean?
A balanced diet means you're eating a variety of foods
Okay.
from different food groups in the right proportions.
So fruits, vegetables, proteins, carbohydrates, and healthy fats.
Exactly. It's like a well-rounded team of nutrients working together to keep your body functioning at its best.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
And that makes it nutritious, right?
Yeah. Yes. Nutritious means it's packed with the good stuff our bodies need.
So fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats.
All excellent examples of nutrient powerhouses.
Okay, so that was a helpful little vocabulary boost.
I'm glad.
Now, before we dive into those fascinating cultural approaches to healthy eating,
Okay,
let's take a quick pause
Mm-hmm.
and make sure we're all on the same page.
Good idea.
Remember those comprehension questions?
Oh, yeah, from the English class collective discussions.
Yes.
Let's see if we can recall those key principles.
Okay.
The first question was, what are two important principles of healthy eating that we talked about in our conversation?
Well, we just discussed them. Portion control and having a balanced diet.
You got it.
Those seem like the cornerstones of a healthy lifestyle.
They really are.
And the second question was, why did we say that meal preparation is helpful for eating healthy?
Let's see if you remember.
Well, I remember them saying it helps us eat healthy throughout the week
Okay.
by planning and preparing meals in advance.
carbohydrates. Yes.
So we're more likely to make good choices when we're busy.
It's all about being prepared.
Exactly.
Now, are you ready to embark on a culinary journey around the world?
I am so ready. This is where it gets really exciting for me.
I know, me too.
Each culture has its own unique approach to food and well-being,
Mm.
and I can't wait to uncover some of that wisdom.
Let's do it. Okay, so let's start our culinary adventure with a trip to the Mediterranean.
Ooh, the Mediterranean. I love Mediterranean food.
Me too. It's so flavorful and healthy.
Yeah, they talked about how the Mediterranean diet is really good for your heart.
It's famous for its heart-healthy benefits.
So what is it about the Mediterranean diet that makes it so good for our hearts?
Well, it emphasizes fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts,
Okay.
and olive oil, of course.
Olive oil, like liquid gold.
It is. And it's rich in monounsaturated fats, which have been shown to lower bad cholesterol levels.
Oh, wow, that's good to know.
And it can help reduce the risk of heart disease.
So it's not just good for your taste buds, it's good for your heart, too.
Exactly. And the abundance of fresh produce provides a wealth of antioxidants.
Antioxidants, those are the things that protect our cells, right?
You got it. They help fight off damage from free radicals.
Free radicals. What are those?
They're unstable molecules that can damage our cells and contribute to aging and disease.
Oh, okay, so antioxidants are like little superheroes that protect our cells.
That's a great way to think about it. And let's not forget about fish.
Oh, yeah, they mentioned
Yeah.
fish as a key part of the Mediterranean diet.
Right. Fatty fish like salmon, tuna, and mackerel are packed with omega-3 fatty acids.
Omega-3s. I've heard those are good for you.
They are. They're essential fats that our bodies need but can't produce on their own.
Oh, wow, so we have to get them from our diet.
Exactly. And omega-3s have been linked to a whole host of benefits.
Like what?
Well, they can improve heart health, reduce inflammation, and even sharpen brain function.
Wow, so eating fish can make you smarter.
Well, it can certainly support cognitive function.
I'm going to have to eat more fish. They also mentioned something about the social aspect of dining in Mediterranean cultures.
Yes. Meals are often leisurely affairs shared with family and friends.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
They savor each bite, engage in lively conversation, and truly appreciate the experience of eating together.
It's like a celebration of food and connection.
It is. And this mindful approach to eating not only enhances enjoyment, but it also aids digestion and fosters a sense of well-being.
It's a beautiful example of how food can nourish both body and soul.
I completely agree. Now let's hop over to Asia.
Asia. I love Asian cuisine.
Me too. It's so diverse and delicious.
And they mentioned how Asian cuisine naturally incorporates a balance of food groups.
It's true. Asian meals often feature a harmonious blend of rice, vegetables, and protein all in one dish.
It's like they've mastered the art of balanced eating.
They really have, and this balance ensures they're getting a variety of nutrients without overemphasizing any single food group.
So it's like a nutritional symphony.
Exactly. And we can't forget about green tea.
Ah, green tea, a staple in many Asian cultures.
It's renowned for its rich antioxidant content, particularly catechins.
Catechins, are those like antioxidants too?
Yes. Catechins are a type of antioxidant found in green tea.
Okay, got it.
And these powerful antioxidants have been linked to numerous health benefits.
Oh, wow. Like what?
Well, studies have shown that green tea can help reduce the risk of heart disease, certain types of cancer.
That's amazing.
And it can also improve brain function.
So green tea is like a brain booster.
You could say that. It's definitely a beverage worth incorporating into your routine.
I'm going to have to start drinking more green tea. Now moving on to Latin America.
Okay. They highlighted a simple yet powerful combination, rice and beans.
Rice and beans. That sounds pretty basic.
It is, but when you combine rice and beans, you create a complete protein source.
Complete protein source. What does that mean?
It means it provides all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies need, but cannot produce on their own.
So it's a plant-based powerhouse.
Exactly. And it's incredibly versatile. You can find this dynamic duo in countless dishes across Latin America.
Like what?
From hearty stews to vibrant salads.
Wow. That's pretty impressive for such a simple combination.
It is. They also pointed out that portion sizes and meal timings can differ drastically across cultures.
That's true. Here in the U.S., we tend to have our biggest meal at dinner.
Right. But in some cultures, the largest meal of the day is lunch, followed by a period of rest.
Like the Spanish siesta tradition.
Exactly. This practice can aid digestion and allow for better absorption of nutrients.
It's like giving your body a break to process everything.
It is. And it also allows for a more balanced distribution of calories throughout the day.
That makes you wonder if our modern habit of rushing through lunch and then having a large late dinner is really the best way to eat.
It's certainly something to consider. These cultural traditions offer valuable insights into alternative approaches to meal timing.
They also talked about the social dimension of eating in different cultures.
Yes. In many Mediterranean and Middle Eastern countries, meals are social events
Okay.
where people gather to share food and conversation.
Like a communal experience.
Exactly. This communal approach to eating encourages mindful consumption. It promotes variety in the diet,
Okay.
and it strengthens social bonds.
It transforms mealtime into a holistic experience that nourishes both body and soul.
I love that. And it emphasizes the importance of food as a cultural touchstone, a way to connect with heritage and traditions.
So it's about so much more than just fueling our bodies.
It's about community culture connection.
I like that. They also mentioned that many cultures around the world prioritize vegetables and whole grains, with meat playing a less prominent role.
It's true. This plant-forward approach naturally leads to a higher intake of fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants.
All the good stuff.
Exactly. And many cultures have ingenious ways of incorporating herbs and spices, not just for flavor.
But for their health-promoting properties, too.
You got it. Like
Yeah.
turmeric in Indian cooking?
Oh, yeah, turmeric. It's supposed to be really good for you.
It is. Turmeric contains a powerful compound called curcumin.
Curcumin.
It's known for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects.
Oh, wow, so it's like a natural medicine.
In a way, it is. And ginger, another common ingredient in Asian dishes, is known for its digestive benefits.
Ah, ginger. I love ginger tea when I have an upset stomach.
It's a great natural remedy. These are just a few examples of how culinary traditions have cleverly incorporated nature's medicine cabinet into everyday meals.
It's fascinating how food can be both delicious and medicinal. And speaking of traditional wisdom, they shared a captivating example, Ayurvedic eating principles from India.
Ah, Ayurveda. It's an ancient Indian system of medicine that emphasizes holistic well-being.
Holistic well-being, what does that mean?
It means taking care of your whole self, mind, body, and spirit.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So Ayurvedic eating principles focus on balancing different energies or doshas within the body.
No,
They're like energy types that determine your unique constitution.
Oh, interesting.
And you balance these doshas through specific food choices.
So it's a personalized approach to nutrition.
Exactly. It recognizes the unique needs of each individual.
It's incredible how cultures have developed such intricate systems of understanding food and its effects on the body.
It's a testament to the deep connection between food, culture, and well-being that has been cultivated over centuries.
It's like they've been studying this for generations.
They have, and there's so much we can learn from their wisdom.
They also reminded us about the importance of traditional wisdom when it comes to food.
Yes, traditional wisdom encompasses the knowledge and practices passed down through generations.
It's like tapping into a wellspring of ancestral knowledge.
Exactly. And it's a valuable resource for understanding the cultural significance of food and its impact on health and well-being.
So it's not just about the food itself. It's
Yeah.
about the traditions and the stories behind it.
It's about honoring our heritage and learning from the past.
I love that. It's important to remember that these cultural approaches to healthy eating are not about strict rules or deprivation.
Absolutely. They emphasize balance, variety, and most importantly, enjoyment of food.
Food should be something we enjoy, not something we stress over.
Exactly. And these cultures encourage us to embrace the diversity of culinary traditions.
And find what works best for our individual needs and preferences.
It's about celebrating the richness and wisdom of different cultures while prioritizing our well-being.
And it's about approaching food with a sense of curiosity and wonder.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Wow, we've been on quite a journey, haven't we? Exploring all those fascinating ways different cultures approach food and well-being.
It's been an amazing whirlwind tour of global flavors and wisdom.
I know. I feel so inspired to rethink my own approach to healthy eating.
Me too. It's like we've unlocked this treasure trove of knowledge about healthy eating.
And the best part is it's not about rigid rules or deprivation.
Right. It's about finding a balance that works for you.
Exactly, and embracing variety.
And honoring those time-tested traditions.
I think one of the biggest takeaways for me is that healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated.
It really doesn't.
It can be as simple as filling half your plate with colorful vegetables.
Or incorporating more plant-based meals into your routine.
Right. Those small choices can have a big impact on our overall health.
Absolutely. Like choosing whole grains over refined grains.
Or adding a handful of nuts to your snacks.
It's all about those little swaps that can make a big difference.
I also love their point about the social aspect of eating.
Oh yeah, that's so important.
Sharing meals with loved ones, slowing down to savor each bite, being present during mealtimes.
It's like a recipe for nourishing both body and soul.
It really is. It transforms mealtime into an experience.
A ritual that connects us to our food, our culture, and each other.
They also encouraged us to tap into the wisdom of our own culinary heritage.
That's a great point. What traditional food wisdom from your own family or culture could you explore?
That question really got me thinking.
It's a wonderful invitation to reconnect with our roots.
To rediscover those time-honored practices that have kept generations healthy and well-nourished.
Maybe it's a family recipe that's been passed down,
Or traditional spice blend.
or a unique way of preparing vegetables.
So as we wrap up this deep dive on healthy eating across cultures, I think the key takeaway is that it's an ongoing journey of discovery and exploration.
It's about being open to new flavors,
New ways of thinking about food.
new ways of nourishing ourselves.
Keep learning, stay curious.
And above all, enjoy the delicious diversity that the world of food has to offer.
Until next time, on English Class Collective, happy and healthy eating, everyone.
Bye, everyone.